ATG from Kilmarnock town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand.
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand. Amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done. Streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. OTG tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand. Amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. The games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. I made it home in time. We are here for the final of the Virtual 8-Ball World Championship tournament. Good afternoon to Brainfill out. This tournament started approximately 2 months ago. It started on the 11th of September. This is what's today's date? Is this the 10th? Something along those lines anyway. And we now have a final. Bit unfortunate the fact that Matt made it to the semi-final but had to go on holiday, and Bedhead ended up getting advanced to the final. But this final between Cobra from England and Bedhead from Sweden, and incidentally, still no sign of Bedhead in the lobby. That just worries me a bit that he's not in and getting a bit of practice before this starts. But anyway, this is a revenge match because Cobra beat Bedhead 11 racks to 6 to send him to the one-loss side in the hot seat match. So Bedhead should be out for revenge, but I would like to have seen him in the lobby, you know, at least 15 minutes ago and in a room getting practice. It always concerns me a wee bit when somebody isn't here, especially obviously when it's a final as well. But that's where we are. We have this match coming up, race to 15 racks, and a couple of changes to the live stream. First of all, I am now with Botrix, not Streamlabs, so the chat counter you can see there at the bottom. There's also the alert thing I've added, and I've got the chat on the right hand side of the screen, which is actually, I like that. That looks better to me. I can read that in my second monitor. So alerts should be working, although they've worked when I've tested them. But and I think the only one that actually popped up when I was testing this yesterday afternoon with Spudboy, believe it or not, was One Pocket Slim. It came up saying One Pocket Slim is subscribed, and Slim wasn't even in the building at the time. Right, one quick look. Just did a quick tab out there. Steve said he's going to be here, so remember it's breakfast time. Steve's part of the world, 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and if you're over on the west coast, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So you need to be up bright and early to catch this. I believe Bedhead had to arrange this match at this time because he goes to work later on today. And still no sign of Bedhead. Not a sign of him. I mean, it'd be the biggest laugh of all if he didn't show up or he couldn't make it or something cropped up. That will really annoy Stubb that Cobra gets gifted another championship. Right, definitely no sign of him yet, so we'll wait for that to happen. While we're doing that, we'll have a quick look. No, what I should do is do the banners. Hang on. I'll do the banners first. We've got the Black Ball World Championships, which actually closes on Wednesday. And there is still 18 open seats, so there's still plenty of spots available for anybody who's thinking about getting in. Still no sign of Larry. Larry's hanging off and hanging off. Matt is in. Stubb is in. Spectre Don, no sign of him. Again, very surprised that he's not got himself into this. Grow through the tournament would be the idea of him playing in something like this. Don't know whether LS3 is going to show up. She signed up, but we haven't seen her in the lobby for weeks. Coldest Pillows in, Cobra's there, Cheeky Chiku, Bankster. Pretty much the regulars are in there. This Thunderbluster who signed it up, that's bloody Popman. He signed up for Friday Night 9 Ball the other night, never turned up. Yeah, that's Popman with his bloody stupid name. Right. So a quick reminder also that we are streaming exclusively to YouTube because I have disconnected Restream. No stream on Twitch. The stream delay from my PC to YouTube Direct is approximately 2 seconds. I'm going to do another quick tab. And with 3 minutes to go, still no sign of Steve, unless he's still eating his breakfast. No doubt if he isn't eating his breakfast, he'll be eating it when he comes into the commentary booth. He usually is. And still no sign of Bedhead. So we'll just sort of twiddle our thumbs and wonder whether Bedhead's going to be bothered to actually appear. I'm bothered enough to actually race home 85 mile an hour to get in and actually get something to eat. I had chili, nuked that in the microwave, chili and rice, which was very nice, but not substantial enough to have a proper meal before we started. But at least I'm not going in an empty stomach. Well, we're killing time here. It's what 13:58. Well, you've got good touch, Slim. You've got a good touch, so you should adapt to black ball pretty quickly. Good morning to Rob. Yeah, it is worrying that there's no sign of Bedhead here, and of course I've got no way of communicating with him. I don't know if anybody does. I think he's one of these people that doesn't have any online communication with anybody, so I can't get a hold of him. Can't find out what's up. If there is an issue, we're at 1 minute to go. I'll have a quick tab out. Good morning to Steve. We're all worried Bedhead isn't here yet.
Morning. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he I know he had a lot going on, but he said he would be able to play Sunday morning, so
Yeah.
I guess Sunday afternoon for him.
Now,
5 hours ahead, it would be 2 p.m.?
Well, no, he's an hour ahead of me, so he's 6 hours ahead of you. Oh, here he is. He's arrived. Now, I'm only on YouTube now, Steve. No more Twitch.
Why do you keep bouncing back and forth?
Because I have cut out the middleman, and I'm now streaming directly to YouTube from the PC. I'm not using Restream. I've got a different chat up on the screen, which I think the chat's actually clearer. I like it better. And is this room up? Because Bedhead is here. Now, this, remember, Steve, is the revenge match for Bedhead for the hot seat match. Cobra beat him 11-6, sent him over to that one loss side. So Bedhead's task today is to revenge that. If he can find his form.
Interesting matchup. I think Cobra's a lot more consistent than Bedhead, but I think if Bedhead plays well, he's actually the better player in 8-ball. I think he's... What color felt do you have? Why is the felt purple?
Well, it's that colour because I changed that in Friday Night 9 Ball so I can see the balls better. I can get the definition of the balls actually a bit better.
That's a disgusting color.
Well, don't tell me you put the colour into the game, Steve, and you don't like the bloody colour. I'd have ditched it straight away then.
Yeah, I only put stuff in that people want, not what I want.
Right. Well, in that case, then get my cameras in then. That's what the people want. They want the camera option.
You know what's a good color is the grey.
No, that looks like chocolate in certain rooms, Steve. We've already established that. I think in the hard times room, the grey.
Well, the grey that we have in VP is too dark. I mean, the grey they've been using like on the in real life.
That grey, yeah, that's a better grey. This grey looks like chocolate. Plus, it's spelt wrong for a start as well. Gray is not how you spell grey.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
the great spellers and pronouncers over there in England. Yeah, but
and by the way, it isn't England. This is Scotland. Don't do this American thing where you just think England is one country and all the Irish and the Welsh and the Scots are all in this one country called England. That really annoys me.
Well, I'll call it the UK and they annoy you even more.
No, so the UK. It's bloody Scotland. Right. Anyway, I think Cobra broke and he broke dry.
Yeah, I mean, Bedhead plays very good 8-ball. I think Cobra's advantage here is he executes better. So the question for Bedhead is he going to be able to execute well today? And if he does, I think he's got an advantage. And the question for Cobra is, you know, how well is he going to handle situations where he can't run out? He's great at running out. He runs out somehow from crazy places, but eventually an 8-ball that can catch up with you. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I expect it to be a close match. We need 50 Shades of Gray here. Oh boy.
Well, this is an early opportunity for Bedhead to get the slender advantage if he can find his way out.
Slim, you should be signing up for the Black Ball. Black Ball's a great game. I did fix one bug that Semi-Pro had sent me a long time ago.
Did you fix that cowboy bug, or did you look at that cowboy bug?
I don't remember.
That one that Tam was talking about, where it was like 4 fouls and it didn't give him the game.
I don't remember fixing that, so I may not.
Good afternoon to Rabbit. Now, I want somebody, again, I'm asking for a bit of assistance here. I don't know whether this does this, it doesn't do it because you're already a subscriber, you unsubscribe, then you resubscribe. But somebody unsubscribe, shut YouTube down and resubscribe and see if it works.
Boy, that was a good shot Bedhead just made there. That's the shot that the tendency is to overcut, and he hit it good. You don't want to keep leaving yourself those kind of have to perform shots.
Now, that shot he's played there is perfect because he is perfect on the 7. He's just got to watch how tight this is. It's just got to be careful, but he should be good to go in this 4-ball. Now, he wants to be clean in the 4-ball as well, unless he's going to bump the 9 out of the way. That's the only thing you've got to be careful of. Well, that's fine. That is good.
Yeah, well, that's a good run out on Cobra's break. So this is going to be a good start for Bedhead.
I don't understand it. It never worked in Streamlabs either. It worked in testing, but it never worked. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Sometimes there's a delay, sometimes there isn't. But thanks for doing it.
Where's the face cam?
Oh no, I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do any of that stuff. I've still got
I don't think you want to see my face, and I'm pretty sure that you don't want to see Hughes either.
Well, I've just, hey Steve, listen, I just bought a new webcam, right? It's one of these Chinese copies. It definitely is. $34.99 I paid for it. It's 1080p. It does 4K, which I can't get the use of anyway.
That's an expensive webcam. $34.99.
$34.99, and it's 4K, 60 FPS at 1080. And if you buy the same thing in a Logitech or any other one, you'll be paying about 100 odd quid.
God. Good morning to Fast Eddie on the West Coast.
Yeah, very early for Fast Eddie.
Well, that is a little funny. He may be shooting a 4-ball here. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
Well, if we can get this, that's half the battle. The other battle is the 3-ball.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a fail because I mean the problem is that Cobra will probably run out this rack. I mean, it's not a guaranteed run out, but I think things are sitting good enough for him that he'll get out here. He's the kind of player that can figure out a way of getting out on these kind of racks. He doesn't
Well-
have any balls tied up. He'll have to make an unforced error not to run out here.
Well, the thing is, you know, you say he hasn't got any balls tied up. What he doesn't want to do is do in and where he's the wrong angle and ends up bumping a ball and tying it up. Because that 4 and 6 ball and the 3 ball are messing about in amongst that lot there.
You know, I'm not trying to say this is an easy table to run out. I'm just kind of, what I'm saying is that Cobra's very good at running out more difficult tables. And since there's no obvious, you know, this is going to be a huge problem balls, I expect a player his caliber to get out here. I think he wishes he was a little further over on the 9 so he could slide over and shoot the 10 here. I mean, getting to the 10 is probably the key ball. You also can cut the 13. So, I mean, either way. And I think he may have tried to get to the 10 right there. He's rolled a little far, but he may still shoot it. If he shoots the 9, I think he'll take the 13 next. Shooting the 9 and then the 13 and going back and forth for the 10 isn't a bad plan. The biggest issue with that plan is how you get on the 10. He's really trying to decide, do I want to go 9, 13, 10, or do I want to go 10? You could go 10 and try to come back for the 13, and if you don't get there, you still may have the 9.
I mean, that just looks too much angle, that 10 ball to me, where he was sitting right now.
Yeah, so he may try to play for the 14 here. If you get on the 14 good, it's really easy to get on the 10.
Well, he is on the 14.
Well, no.
He's not going to cut that. Is he going to cut the 13?
He's going to shoot the 13 now. The question is he going to play for the 10 or the 14? Either one will work. Personally, me, I come straight back for the 10. Wow, that was a little bit of a bailout. I guess he didn't want to try to pull it back past the side pocket, but see, I don't like this angle. I mean, I would have, if I was going to play for the 14, I would have pulled it back past the side pocket so that you have an easy shot. If I didn't like that, I would have come back straight for the 10.
He can get to that line there with the donut. The cue ball's obviously wanting to run away from this 10 ball.
Well, the shot here is you need to draw it with right spin and kill it in the corner. He's not going to do that. He's going to dink it. Well, that's a good shot. I mean, he was able to get it in. And that's the thing about Cobra. I don't like the way he played that, but it doesn't matter what I like. He figured out a way to, you know, to get on the 10 ball. He wishes he had a little more angle here. This is going to be a little funny. You know, he could just take the bank on the 8.
Well, why doesn't he go forward with a little bit of right and try and duck in behind it?
He's trying to go forward. You know,
it was
really going to be hard to spin that out. Well, I mean, this isn't the worst shot in the world to have on the 8, but it certainly could be missed.
I don't know what was to stop him just going forward with a wee bit of spinning, coming in a better line.
I mean, yeah. I agree. I guess he wasn't comfortable. He kind of cinched that ball and accepted a little harder shot on the 8.
And it's in off the jaw.
He's got it.
That's the name of a Russian pool player, by the way.
That's typical Cobra there. I mean, he's got a table that is not the greatest table in the world.
Cue ball.
But he manages to run out.
Good afternoon to Mark.
Well, he got away with one there. That definitely could have gone south with the cue ball going kerplunk.
Well, Cobra returned the favour in that second rack, stole it off Bedhead.
He does have his choice there. Well, Bedhead made a mistake. You know, I mean, that Bedhead deserved to lose that rack. Let's see what he decides to take here. He's looking at the solids. I think they're both doable.
Well, now that bumping, that might have he might take the 6 right now.
That bump didn't do him any good. I don't think he's got any choice. That's the only thing you can
That's
shoot
the only
at.
choice he's got, yeah. Well, he could bank the 4 if he wanted. He could bank the 4 up and down.
Yeah, I guess you could. So he's going to get a rub on the one. Let's see how he decides to play this. This shot's a little tricky because he's going to have to do something. The easiest thing to do here is go forward with right English. I mean, he could try to come back into it and shoot the 3 in the corner. That's a little tricky though with where the one's going.
Now, he looks at
yeah, he decides to go forward and around.
Watch the cue ball.
And that actually ends up working out really well because now he's got that pocket open for the 1 ball. Although he may be shooting the 1 ball right now. Yeah, this is a little funny. If he's going to shoot the 1 ball, I think he's got to slide straight across and shoot the 4 in the corner he's near. He looks like he may try to back up and shoot up table. Nope, he went straight across. That's probably what I would have done there. I mean, I think he's on this a little funny, but I think he can get to the 2.
Yeah, he's definitely got to take that 4.
I think the shot here is draw this with a little bit of right English and come across because you got the 2 and the 3 right there. That looks like what he's going to do.
Overdone it.
Oh, shoot, he missed the ball. Wow. That's that was very surprising. That was not a difficult shot. I think sometimes with that kind of shot and putting a little English on it, you know, if you're not used to shooting that, it is easy to overthrow the ball.
What about that?
Which is, I think, what happened.
What about that 14 ball right now, Steve? It's awkward as it is, but how easier do you get to that 14 ball?
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of time and a lot of opportunities. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I mean, the problem with 11 is there's no easy drop down.
See, I think
I probably would shoot the 14. I agree with you, Hugh.
Yeah, I think he's going to get rid of that because he's bound to be on something from it. Yeah,
well, shooting 11 is tricky getting position.
Oh, no, that 4 going across the 15
well,
isn't great. It just cuts a pocket down.
Pockets. Yeah, he's got plenty of pockets. He could go 9-15 right now. I probably would go 9-15 here myself. He's going to go 9-11. You know, a lot of choices with balls sitting like this. And now he's kind of funny on 11. The biggest problem with 11 is you can't drop through because the 10, and so you got to back this up. He's going to go ahead and shoot the 10. So I think this was a change of plans because I think he was playing for the 11. But this happens in 8-ball a lot. You know, you have some plan, but you got to be flexible because you may get a little funny on balls sometimes. So the plan is...
well, I'll tell you what the plan is here. Get yourself right into the middle of the table, down in the bottom half of the table here, and give yourself 2 choices. That's my plan.
Yeah, well, I mean... he doesn't have an easy way to get to the 15.
That'll do it.
He had a good shot there. I think he's going to shoot the 11 here.
Let's have a look at the angle he's got. Well, he's actually a bit straight, so I mean he can either draw.
Well, the worst thing about this is he's got to hit a draw shot, which can be a little touchy. But I mean, these guys at this level are pretty good at that shot.
Yeah, you see, there's the stun draw. Perfect execution of the stun draw. You just lower the tip a tiny fraction below the equator and just hit it harder, and the draw will still work.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit more reliable way to shoot it. I mean, that's what most good players do in real life is they're not going to baby that shot with a low Q-tip position.
He used all the pocket there on the right side.
Well, we're seeing some mistakes here early from both these guys.
Well, the thing is, the one point to make on that, Steve, is we're seeing mistakes from both of them, and both of them are being punished for it.
Yeah, and
Bedhead made the first mistake. He get punished. Cobra made the mistake there. He get punished. So they know what the deal is.
There's a ball down. It's a good table. He's probably going to take the solids just because of the 11 ball.
Now, that's 2-ball. That 2-ball
Two ball
goes.
goes. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to take the solids here. I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
Now, that 3-ball goes in off the jaw. So it does if you have to. He's got half a pocket and it will go.
Now, one idea is get rid of the 6 early to have another pocket to shoot the 3.
Now, can he stun through the gap there in this 5, or is he going to go forward and run down for this 2 and then take the 3 in the side?
He could stun through the gap, although that's a little tricky.
I don't know what the angle's like, but I mean, he could.
You can definitely mess that up trying to stun through the gap.
Oh, he's coming to the
gonna
short
roll down
side.
and take the 2, and watch out.
Oh, well,
boy.
He's got the bailout. Oh, no, he hasn't. Wait a minute.
He can shoot the 3 here.
Yeah, he can shoot the 3, and it will go in off the jaw. The problem now is he's wasted one opportunity to get to the 2.
I think he can shoot the 6 too, but I think he's got to shoot the 3 here. Oh, I didn't see the 7. Yeah,
I wasn't even paying attention to the 7.
I was blind to it too.
Well, I'm so worried about getting to that 3-ball. If that's me, I'm thinking I've got to get to that 3-ball, and he's took the 7 instead. I don't know the logic behind that.
Yeah,
because
I think this is a tricky situation here. So you can go forward off the 6 and get to the 2-ball, or potentially the 3-ball. The biggest issue here is going to be the 14. You need to get between the 14 and the 8 here if you're going to go forward. Oh, he didn't hit it.
He hasn't hit it at all. He's still got the cut on though, but it's now it's a lot harder than what it was. Look at this for a shot.
Now that was actually a pretty bad mistake, and the reason I say that is that, you know, you can't afford to come up short. You could afford to go long there, but coming up short was the sin, and he made the sin mistake there.
Bank on the 2 if he wants it. I think the bank's on, but that is a thin cut and a very blind cut, that shot.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the bank on the 2 is controlling the cue ball. He is going to bank it. This is tricky, getting a shot on the 3. Let's see what he does here. Making a 2 isn't that hard. Getting a shot on the 3, he may try to slide over and shoot the 3 in the same pocket.
Well, that's his chance come and gone.
Well, he didn't get good position on the 3 or make the 2. I'm not quite sure. That was a tricky shot. I think if I was trying to get the 3 in the same pocket, I would have probably gone forward with the cue ball off the end rail.
I'll tell you where he went wrong in my eyes. He went wrong by taking the 7 and not taking the 3 when he was on it in the first place.
Well, I mean, the big mistake was on the 6-ball. That was just the sin shot. I mean, he was okay until he came up way short on that thing. And really, not to be overly critical, but for a player at the level Bedhead is at, you know, you just shouldn't be doing that. It's always okay, where do I need to be? And is it better to be long or short and then play to the side that you're safe on, you know, instead of trying to get perfect, play the shot a little longer if it's safer on that side. And he didn't do that. He came up in the spot where you just can't be.
Well, the 10-ball goes off the jaw as well, but I wouldn't be hanging around too long with that 10-ball. Unless you leave it to the 9-ball and play the 10 up the table. No, he has played it.
Yeah, he's going to get out here. I'm assuming he's going to shoot the 12 next. I mean, not after the 9, not now. I think he'll go 9-12 because that 12 ball's the only ball that's sort of troublesome. Yeah, and that's perfect. That's what you want, is a little angle. It's very natural to come out and shoot to 11.
15 up top is comfortably off the rail, so there won't be any problem cutting that in.
Yeah, it's amazing what a difference it makes when the ball's on the rail. Like with these pockets, it's not terrible, but when you get tight pockets, like my practice table's a tight pocket table, and balls on the rail, I'll tell you, man, it's if you've been watching any of the WNT streams, the match room, they're playing tight tables now. When guys get balls frozen to the rail, you'll see really good players miss balls. It's just not easy. I'm not sure what that was.
Well, I think he's got half a pocket.
What the hell was that? I mean, I would assume he was coming back
Oh,
for the
he's
side
fine.
pocket.
He's fine. I mean, this
Yeah,
he's going to
this
play
is-
this right to the jaw. Oh no, he hasn't. He's overdone it.
Yeah.
He's overdone it by a huge margin there.
Well, but that was a huge position, Boo Boo. I'm sure he was playing for the side pocket. There's no way he would play shape in a partially blocked pocket.
But even so, that 8-ball, he overcompensated way too much there. He
Yeah.
only had to get it to the jaw and it would go in.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have made it. I mean, he still should have made it. But when you got part of a pocket, it's easy to do that, to let your mind start playing tricks on you.
Well, Bedhead looks as if he doesn't have. What's he done here? Oh, that
He's
worked.
okay. Yeah.
He's sort of got out of jail here, Bedhead. He could have had this one, but he's sort of been handed it in a plate at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like the second way you put it. It was a gift.
Yeah.
And there's been some huge mistakes in this match. It's early on. Cobra's down because of the mistakes he made. That missed 4-ball and now the missed 8. And
Right, Cobra says be right back. So he's away for a drink or away at the bathroom or away to do something.
yeah, it's time to get a gin and tonic, I think.
Well, at this time of the day, half past 2 in the afternoon.
Well, hey, if you need some, if you need a PED, you need it.
Where's my bottle?
Doesn't matter
of water?
what
Hang
time
on.
of the day it is.
I left my bottle of water way over the other side of the room. Hang on.
I like Coldest Peas comment. Hugh actually looks good for his age. It's the Scottish diet. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Well, you've got to remember that I'm at least 15 years over my life expectancy.
I don't know what's worse, the diet of an American living in the South or the diet of a Scotsman.
Oh, we've got
That would be a close contest.
It isn't a close contest, Steve. We've got the worst diet in the world. Scotland, and proud of it.
You think so? I don't know.
Yes.
People in the South eat like a lot of fried food.
Well, guaranteed. We even fry chocolate bars over here. Remember, Steve? I mean, I bet nobody in the South does that.
Oh, I think
Deep fried Mars
Americans
bars.
Americans invented fried ice cream.
Well, here we go into rack 5. Cobra's broke off and broke dry.
And this so far is just, good thing for Cobra. This is a race to 15. He's looking like he may play this combo. The 7-ball does go past the 9. I think he's got to play the combo here, and that's what he's chosen to do. This is no gimme rack, though. The 6-ball is tough to get to. The 7-ball's tight. The 3-ball's blocked by the 11. He's going to have to work to get out here.
Yeah,
it's definitely doable.
It's awkward because you have to probably deal with the 4-ball first. And he's had a double kiss there that I think's almost killed him, but he's okay. You can see the 5-ball. You can see the 2-ball pot at the moment, but the 5-ball goes out the way. 7-ball is tight past the 9 as well. That's very tight, that 7-ball, by the way.
Yeah. I think
this is not cut and dried, far from it.
If you get on the 4-ball, then you can cut the 6. If you get good on the 4-ball.
Yeah, the 4-ball goes
all
clean.
you have to do is shoot the 4-ball and stop it, or maybe just bump the 12 and you can cut that 6-ball. But you know, then you still got to get the 3-ball. I mean, this is, well, he may be banking the 3-ball here.
Yeah, I'm not.
You may bank the 3, and then, you know, and
I
this
don't-
is one of the advantage Bedhead has, is he's very comfortable shooting banks. I think
Yeah,
Cobra's really good at banks too. I mean, that's an important thing in 8-ball, because when you get a table like this, being able to have the confidence to shoot this kind of shot makes a table easy. But you got to make the ball.
Mm.
Well, that's very surprising.
Well,
you missed that
I
shot.
wonder whether he actually played to leave that bank,
Well, I don't know.
or he didn't just
how,
get good in the 2.
Well, if he was trying to get this angle on the 2, personally, if I was shooting that, I probably would have hit that hard and let the cue ball go into the 11 with speed and tried to get the cue ball to move through the 11 some, because I think the shot was a lot tougher trying to finesse the cue ball like that. Well, the good news is it's not a complete gimme for Cobra. The bad news is it's not really all that difficult. He's got one ball he's got to deal with, the 15, and other than that, it's not bad. So I think the key,
whether, I mean, has he got enough room to bank that 15? Let me have a look.
He can bank the 15.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to right now. That's a little tight on VP. On a real life table, that's no problem. On VP, I think it still goes, but it's a little tight.
Now, what angle's he got in the 14? Because he's off the rail a little bit, but he can jack up. If it's still got an angle, he can stun up towards the 3-ball and play that 11. No, he hasn't. He's not got that angle. He's going forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good shot. That's fine. Now he's going to shoot the 11. The problem he's got is that he really needs to use the 12 to move the 15. But he's got to be in the right spot to do it. And I think eventually, now he's looking at shooting the 12 now. I don't know what his plan's going to be if he shoots the 12. I would not shoot that 12 yet.
Well, he's got to get into this 11 ball if he's going to play it. Is he playing I keep thinking he's contemplating cross-banking that 15.
If you want to shoot a wild shot, you could shoot the 11 and try to run into the 412 and hope you come out good. Now, I know I don't usually say shoot those shots, but he's kind of getting himself in a position where it's going to be difficult. At this point, what I would probably do is try to get on the 12, or maybe I can move the 15, or I would play for the bank on the 15. I mean, I think that's the most controllable play is getting a position where you can bank the 15.
Well,
so from here, I would just roll this 12 and bank the 15, because it's pretty easy to get up table to shoot the 8.
I think he should just. I think he should just jack up and kill the cue ball and play the bank, because.
No, well.
I mean, if where that 15 is there, that'll still bank.
This is perfect, because now you just got to decide where you're going to run the cue ball. I would go between the 2 and the 8 and off the end rail, long rail, and then straight into the corner. He may try to finesse this, which I don't really like. That's what he's done.
And
he's hit it perfect. Yeah, good shot.
So another rack has been stolen.
I think in VP that might be the better shot. In real life, I would have let the cue ball run. But
did Cobra break dry there? No, because it was Cobra's break, this rack. I was thinking it was Bedhead's break. That rack that he's just won there is Cobra's break.
It was Cobra's break, but he broke dry and
he did.
Bedhead screwed up, right?
Aye, right. That's
Bedhead
right.
missed the bank on the 3-ball.
That's right, yeah. I thought that. I'm thinking it wasn't a dry break and Cobra's break, but so he managed to get out of it. But it was another mistake from Bedhead that gave him the opportunity.
That was a good out, and I like what he did to get on the 15, because everything was nice and controlled, no craziness. Stubbs should be watching this. You want to learn how to play 8-ball. Watch these guys that aren't shooting crazy shots.
So Bedhead has had a ball in the break, hasn't he? Yeah. Let's see. So that's opened those two stripes up. He's got the 13 ball down this left side. It's got a clean path to the pocket.
Well, I would definitely be going 14-10.
Yep.
Get the 10 ball now, and then it'd be nice to shoot the 13 next after the 10, although that may be a little problematic.
You're going to be playing that 9 into the right side pocket once you've potted whatever ball it is up in the top left.
I'm really not quite sure why he shot that ball now. I would have left that.
So if he takes the 10, he's ending up like somewhere like there, depending on the pace he plays it at.
The reason I would have left that 9 is because it's a ball that would be easier to get on from the 13. Because the problem with the, I guess you can try to leave the 13 for last, which I think is what he's going to do.
I'm taking the 9 ball now, and then playing the 14, and then taking the 13.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do.
Because you've got I mean, the thing is, you might have. The only thing I'd be worried about, in fact, the best bet is if he finished dead straight in the 13. Then all he's doing is doing a stopper and playing 8 into the side, the left side pocket.
It's one of those shots. It's one of those shots. It's one of those shots that.
I don't like this, by the way.
Wrong.
I don't like this. He should have took the 9 in my opinion, because this is where you've got to get the touch right here, whether you're going forward or playing a draw. You've got to get into that spot. I don't like this. This is destined to go wrong.
Well, I got no idea why.
Well, he's played it well.
Why he didn't go 9, 14, 13. But I also have no idea why he shot the 9.
Commentator's eye, like I said previously, just a kill shot, 8 ball into the side, not a problem. Just jack up and get a dig in it and hold it dead. Leave the cue ball where the 13 ball is. That'll do it.
Well, he managed to get out. I don't know that he made the best choices.
Yeah, I would definitely have played that 9 ball first if that was me. Because you have to play a good shot to get on that tight spot, and he got it anyway. Fair play to him.
Stubb was focused on black ball. Stubb's got no chance of winning black ball. I mean,
no.
0.
He's good. I've got more chance of winning black ball, and I'm not signing up for it. There you go. That's how much chances Stubb's got in it.
Stubb's only chances are in rotation games, and even there, it's going to be hard for him.
Yeah. The thing about black ball is in Virtual Pool 4, and we've seen that, black ball doesn't lend itself to sledgehammer people. Stubb's too much sledgehammer, and that you've got to have that deft touch for that black ball cue ball, and Stubb ain't got that.
This is another dry break.
This is ugly.
This rack looks a lot like some of the racks you'll get in real life with a side second ball break. You'll get a lot of racks that look like this in real life on a bar table with that second ball break.
I'll tell you, this will be a good bonus here for Bedhead if he can find his way out in this rack. He might have just helped himself there big time.
Well, he helped himself a lot there. I mean, that was the key to the whole rack, that one shot. I mean, I think he'll run out from here.
Yeah, he's right in the thick of them right now. 7 ball into the side. Holding the gap for the 5. What does he do? 5, 3, 4, or whatever.
I think he'll actually go 7, 4, 5.
See if he goes into the gap, or if he's running through. So he could go 4 and out for the 5.
He may go 4, 3, 5.
What else has he got?
I actually like shooting a 5 last here, and the reason why is I think it's easier to get up for the 1 than on the 3 ball you can get funny on.
Aye, because he's not exactly sitting perfect here either.
Well, Now he's gotten funny, and this is a problem with a lot of balls close together. It's easy to get funny. I would just rolled that and gone 4-3-5. Because he was playing for the 5, then the 3, and I didn't like that because the angle on the 3 highly determines the line up there. Where on the 5, if you got angle, you can pull it back on any angle you want.
Well, put it this way: he can play around the corner and into a spot, and he might be on the one. Well, he's overhit that by quite a margin. What my idea was to do what he's done there and finish sort of there. And
but he's coming out smelling roses here.
Well, he's on the one, but
well, this is actually not bad. It's pretty natural to get good on the 3.
Now he wants some sort of angle. He's got an angle. I don't know whether it's. I think he'd be better off just going.
He'd rather be more straight, but
yeah,
he can work with this.
Now, what does he do? Does he go around the corner and mess with that 9 ball, or what? What's he trying to do here? Is he trying to stun down for it into the side, into that side?
He could slam it. He could try to go around. He's going to try to slam it. And I don't think that's a bad choice. I mean, in real life, I probably would have shot that same shot. And I think in VP, it's a more guaranteed shot because, your stroke's always going straight.
These are shots that Spectre Dawn doesn't think about twice. When you see him shooting them.
Whoa,
he's got it. Again, you use the full width of the pocket.
Yeah.
All legal. Well, Bedhead's got himself in a strong position early on and breaking in rack number 8 with a 5-2 lead.
Well, I mean, one of the big differences in the match has been the break. Cobra's break has been terrible.
And that's what I meant to do. I meant to do this earlier before the thing started. Where's the stats? Hang on.
Well, let's see what he decides to do here. I like the solids better than the stripes. And the reason why is that 6 ball will bank. The only really bad thing is where the 10 ball is, makes it tricky to get on it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Bedhead's going for his 9th virtual world championship. Bedhead's going for his 2nd. And he won this back in 2021.
Let's see what he decides to do here. I can't imagine taking stripes, but I mean, the one good thing about stripes is you've got balls close to the 12 to break it. Like you could shoot the 10 right now and run into the 6-12.
Yeah.
That actually isn't a bad play. And he decides to shoot that one and run into it and misses it.
Misses a 7.
And I don't know that was a terrible play either. He just missed the ball.
Well, it's another mistake from Bedhead, so we've seen what's happened to all the mistakes that's been done so far. I think pretty much all of them have been punished.
That's pretty much the sellout shot there. Fix the problem on the table and get it to your opponent. I mean,
that's exactly it. He's opened it all up. So this is help yourself, Cobra.
Sell it all out in one shot. But this game is like that. I mean, it lends itself to that one-shot sellout. So I don't see Cobra not getting out here. Use the double negative. Brain fill out wants to see you in your hot tub. I think that would be what was that name of that guy that Austin Powers?
Fat Bastard.
Scotland and Austin Powers.
Aye, Fat Bastard.
What was that guy's name, Hugh?
That's what I've just told you. Fat Bastard. That was his name, wasn't it?
Boy.
1,000 subscriber hot tub streams. Yeah, we don't have that on YouTube. I think I'd get banned.
He might get 1,000 subscribers for that.
I've had more. I've had about 7 or 8 subscribers in the last week, but it wasn't because I was streaming Virtual Pool 4.
I think is onto something. You should do a hot tub stream, and maybe you could get a lot of subscribers doing that. You could be talking about current events or something.
I don't know whether they're still doing that on that kick. I haven't been back to that kick for a while because that was a sort of appeal of kick. Looking at there
was a lot of those on Twitch too.
Aye, well, there wasn't any hot tubs on it. It was a hot tub segment, but it was just girls in bikinis. Not that you need a hot tub. Anyway, Cobra's got it back to 2 and breaking, and he's got
a ball in and everything. So this is but I think this is Cobra's chance to come back here.
I'm looking to see what the layout is here. We've got 2 stripes, 3 stripes, 4 stripes down the bottom here at this bottom half of the table.
He's going to take stripes. I don't see him taking solids here because of the 6 ball. I think he'll shoot the 10 and then, I'm not sure where he's going to go.
Good afternoon to Vertical Liquid. Or Liquid as he wants to be known.
14 or 11. Yeah, he's Liquid now. He's got plenty of choices here.
Well, he's got
shoot the 14 and go forward and come straight back out for the 12 or 11. That's what I think he's going to do.
He's got to be thinking that if he puts this away, he's just ramping up that wee bit more pressure on Bedhead's next break.
Well, this is how you really make somebody pay is, Bedhead missed the ball, first ball, Cobra runs out. Now he breaks and runs out on his rack, so right away, that's a 3-game swing. Just on that miss.
Now, do you play a 2-way shot here and try and get on that 9 ball off this 13?
I would.
I think that's what I think that was, well, maybe not so sure now. The angle he's got in the 11 is good to go across and come back into the table.
He's a little funny. He's going to have to do something here. I think the 11's a safer shot.
I think this is fine. As long as he gets the weight right and gets right out. He's left it a bit short, though.
That's good enough.
Just I would like it gooder than that, though.
Well, the thing is...
At least the angle's taking him away from the 8 to open it up.
Well, let's put it this way. This is not a shot you should ever miss for a good player. In pool, better can be better, but, trying to be too precise can get you in trouble. I mean, that's not a shot a good player's going to miss hardly ever.
Good afternoon to Tam. Welcome to Tam.
Hey, Tim.
So now, Cobra's only 1 behind.
Now what kind of Scottish name is Gary? Is Gary a Scottish name? Because that sounds more like a American name.
I haven't a clue. I have no clue.
Probably going to tell me it's an Irish name.
Well, it's not his first name you want to worry about. It's his second name you want to worry about.
My mom fancied Gary Cooper. Yeah, okay. Do you look like Gary Cooper?
No, he looks more like Gary Cooper's horse.
Mark Linney said, okay. Tam is mostly Welsh. Well, let's see what happens here. So, Bedhead is broken dry. And,
oh dear.
He's really going to get punished, I mean, this is...
yeah.
This is really going south for Bedhead all of a sudden.
Yeah, Cobra 3 racks behind 5 minutes ago.
And this rack looks like one he should run out. There's really no problems.
Now, there's the 1 ball. That 5 ball there would be the last ball to get on the 8. I mean, there's loads of room to get down to the 8. But I don't think he's on. Is he not on that 3? Yes, he's on the 3. He can go forward off the 3 ball and come into the table. He's not got a problem.
Yeah,
Maybe he's worried about getting as good again on the 5. He's probably going to take the 5 instead.
Well, the 7, 4, 6 is the place you can mess up, and the reason why I say that is they're close together, which it's easy to get funny where it's hard to move the cue ball.
He's got himself in trouble here already. He's now having to take the 4 because he's now queuing over the 9.
Taking the 4 isn't the end of the world here because you got the 7 and the 3 to shoot, and you get rid of that 3 ball cluster there, which looks easy, but is easy to screw up. Yeah, I don't mind this shot at all.
Yeah, that's right in the money.
Now those balls are pretty easy to deal with. Not saying you can't screw it up, but it's a lot less likely.
Well, the critical shot, of course, is the last ball, and what the line is he has off the last ball, whether he's heading towards traffic, whether he can find a gap.
It's easy to get up table. I'm not saying you can't square it up, but it's easy to get up table and get a shot on the 8. So he wants to leave himself angle on the 7 where he can come off that same rail he's hitting a 6.
I think he wants.
Boy, he just comes up short on it. And now all of a sudden that shot's a lot harder because you wanted angle there. Because if you have angle to come off the rail, you can control the line easier.
That's perfect. Dead weight. Is it getting there? Is it getting there?
Yeah, it's perfectly.
It's a Bedhead
perfectly awful, but he got there enough that he can make this ball.
Cobra with a Bedhead cut to tie the match. Is he going to kick it instead?
No, he's going to cut it. This isn't one I would expect him to miss, but, balls close together, sometimes players have trouble. He's going to kick it. I'm a little surprised he's not cutting this. I cut this every day in real life. I mean, in VP, it's even easier.
Yeah, he played it well.
But he played the kick shot nicely.
So, game on, and Cobra breaking now for the lead.
Well, the one good thing about the kick shot is you don't have to turn the cue ball loose. I mean, it's a safer shot if you're confident. Watch out. Watch out.
This is very dry. So, Bedhead, you've been gifted an opportunity here.
Cobra's caught up.
Cue ball could have been better, though, but you just got to make the most of what you're getting here.
Yeah, you never want to complain when you get to the table. I love guys that, they complain that the guy got lucky when he dogs it and they don't leave him a good shot.
They don't have a good table yet.
You're lucky you got to the table. But you'd rather have the guy not dog it and run out. I mean, people find a way to complain.
Surprisingly, Tam, now you weren't here at the beginning, but remember, Cobra beat Bedhead and sent him to the 1-loss side after the hot seat match. He won that 11-6, so this is a revenge match, but nobody has really, there's not been anybody predicted a score, including me and Steve.
Well, I never predict scores. I may say who I think the favorite is, but I don't predict scores.
Wow, the lag be nasty. What lag are you talking about, Spud Boy?
Well, he must have trouble with the stream.
Well, don't forget, if you've just joined the stream, don't forget to look at the cog in the bottom right-hand corner of the live stream and make sure that you adjust that.
Well, honestly, this is the best I've ever seen YouTube as far as lag. Because usually I've got a few second lag. This is, let's see, I'll count it right now.
On mine, it's 2 seconds because I'm streaming directly to it.
Yeah, on mine it's about 2 seconds too.
Yeah.
And I usually on YouTube it's been 5 or 6 seconds for me.
Yeah, that's
so I don't know what
because
you did, Hugh, but you fixed it.
Well, I fixed it because I took Restream out of the equation. Restream
okay.
was the thing that's feeding out to Twitch and YouTube, so getting rid of that and just streaming directly to my YouTube channel, that cuts out that palaver.
Oh, he says chat lag. I don't know about chat lag. I haven't tried chatting. Let me try it here.
Don't think the lag's that long. I'm watching it on, don't forget, I'm watching it on the screen on my second monitor. I'm looking at the chat on
How do you
the
how
phone.
do you know that? How do you know that it's bad? Because your chat's going to show up right away.
It's perfectly good.
Put it in right away.
Yeah, it's perfectly good. There's nothing wrong. Spudboy's lagging it. In fact, it's Spudboy that's lagging. It's not his computer. 16 seconds delay. You're kidding? What country are you in, Spudboy? He must be in the sticks.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he knows that unless he's got another computer and it's coming in on a different computer.
Yeah, he's only doing that to wind me up. The chat is perfectly okay and it's perfectly quick. And meanwhile, after all that business, Bedhead's going to be getting back into the lead. Bit of pressure off him to do that.
Well, I don't know how many dry breaks Cobra's had, but I think it's been all but one.
Well, just when he had the opportunity to try and find a lead there, he's been blown out of the water with his own break. And I think Bedhead's going down the same route here. I didn't hear anything go in this one.
Oh, he's talking about the lag from when he puts it in to where it shows up on the screen. That's what he's talking about. I didn't look at that.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, it depends. I don't know how it is, whether the what server it's going through or any of that carry on. I just know that anybody that chats, I see it on my phone and I see it pop up on the screen almost instantaneously on the live stream. So the chat's working fine on my end.
Yeah, it took us a while to pop up there. I got it right away in the chat bar, but it took a while for the screen. All right, so what's going on here? So Bedhead is broken dry.
Yeah.
And he's returned the favor.
Cobra's played the combo, got rid of the solid. And,
he should run out here. I mean, there's nothing really bad.
That's the one isolated ball, but then he's got that one ball on the rail as well.
He may shoot that right now.
And of course, the other big problem is that 6 ball. That 6 ball is
awkward. The 6 is easy to get on from the 3. He can go 7, 3, 6 pretty easily. He's trying to get on the 1 now, and if he gets on this, I think he'll go 7 after this, then 3, then 6.
Yeah, that looks like a plan because he's perfect to drop through onto the 8. That should be it. I mean, that's the map that you should have in your head, playing this 1 ball. So he really just wants this pretty much straight on this 6 ball at a very, very slight angle.
I pull it back a touch, or he's going forward. See, I don't like that as much. But, you know, again, VP, it doesn't matter if you're far from the ball. He just needs to get pretty straight on this, and he's fine.
That's fine. He can just roll it dead weight.
If you want to watch guys that play really good in real life, their cue ball's like 18 to 24 inches from the next object ball, like most of the time. But you don't need to do that in VP.
Mind you, I don't know where this Botrix server is. I don't know whether that's in the States. So it's Botrix that's organising the chat on screen. So whatever their servers are, I don't know. I think that was dry again. Goodness me, we've had a whole bucket load of dry breaks here.
This has been crazy. We haven't seen Stub yet today.
No, don't know. I mean, this is too early in the day for him. You know, he's getting his diaper changed at this time in the morning. I think the biggest surprise is that you're not eating anything, Steve. That's the biggest surprise.
Well, it's a funny time of day. Although I am getting hungry. Don't mention food. Well, that was nicely done. So, nothing really difficult here, but obviously the 2, the 1, and the 8 kind of grouped together with other balls are places that you could get funny and screw up.
I mean, see, I don't know. I'd be in a bit of two minds here. That 7 ball, that's dead straight. But do you try and get down on the 2 now, or do you hang off and deal with these balls here?
Well, I don't think he's got the angle to do it, and you know,
he's not exactly played
ideally,
that
I think he would have rather dealt with the 2 and the 1 earlier. So he's going to get in a situation where he has to get on the 2 or the 1 well, and if he doesn't, it could be another.
I think he's in trouble already here. He's got to play a good one right now.
Yeah, I think his shot choice on the 7, what he did with the cue ball, maybe even should have taken a chance with the cue ball, because this is, you know, you can get on the 3 here, but it's tricky. He's going to put a lot of English on this. Now he's thinking, no, I don't want to. You could. It's very difficult at this angle to go 3 rails, but you could. He decides to come straight across. And let's see where he gets. That's a very good shot, because from here he can slide down for the 1.
Well, he's got to hit it though.
1, he's going to have to hit this. And then what you got to watch out for here is the side pocket tit. You got to get past the side pocket. And when you're hitting it hard, it can be tricky to get the line.
Oh dear, he didn't get there anyway. And
yeah, well, he didn't get it past the side pocket. Yeah. He didn't get the line right. Although,
see, I go back to that first shot he played. I can't remember what ball it was, and you thought the angle maybe wasn't that great, but I think I'd have been doing my damnedest to get up onto that 2 from that shot.
Well, I mean, it's better to get to those balls earlier, and it certainly wasn't going to be a problem to get back up for the 8.
Well, the interesting thing about it though is that 9 ball is being guarded by the 2 and the 8, so that's the problem Cobra's got, and he's trying to deal with that straight away.
Yeah,
and well, he's dealt with that, but now I don't. He's got the 4. Can he see the 14 to cut it? Yes, he can.
I don't know what he's going to do. I mean,
and he's going to have to go back up again for that 10 ball as well.
If he didn't have the 3 ball there, I would say play safe, but with the 3 ball there, he can't do that so easily.
So problem solved. 8 ball goes past the 1. Yeah. There's not a problem.
I think he'll shoot the 11 and then the 9 here. Well, he's not gonna. He's gonna shoot the 12. Maybe try to get on the 9 from the 12. Nope, he's just trying to get a better angle on the 11.
Now, again, is he going to go through the gap, or is he trying to stun across for this 10 ball? Because you stun across, yeah, well, he has gone through the gap.
This will probably work out, but I would have dealt with the 9 and 11 and then, you know, taken a shot where you got to come back up table, just because there's not a lot of balls in the way, and get those out of the way. I don't think he'll have a problem here.
The important thing with the 11 ball is that you're playing it clean, and he's playing it clean, so he's not going to be interfering with anything or brushing the 1 ball or anything like that. He just has to get high enough in the 9, and that's perfect.
Yeah, well, that's the strength of his game, is that draw control shot. His draw control is probably the best in VP.
Well, it took us a while to get here, but for the first time in a match, Cobra is going into the lead. Bedhead now under pressure because it's going to be his break next.
Well, just as a kind of a match review perspective, I would say that the reason Bedhead's still in this match is because Cobra has broken so poorly. Because Bedhead's got a ton of chances. He's just failed to get out on a lot of racks. And I think he needs to clean up the play a little if he's going to win this thing.
Well, Bedhead's got a ball, which is a good break. Anything's a good break as long as you get a ball. But
yeah, he's got a ball, and the table is mediocre. I think going 6-2 is the ticket here because and that's what he's doing. He hit that a little firm. Maybe a little more Czech English, but he's still got a shot.
Now, where's this cue ball going? Because this cue ball's going to end up...
Well, the question is, they're going to catch any of the 15, and then you got the 12 and the 9, and, you know, he may dink this. Let's see what he decides to do.
Nice, played that.
Well,
very nice.
That was excellent. So I applaud that shot, because what he did was he put English on it to take all the problems out. Most people wouldn't have done that. They would have just cinched the shot.
Had to change that line slightly, yeah.
He changed it actually quite a bit. That was a very nice play.
Boy said I almost signed up for the black ball tour and they couldn't make a ball to save my life in the challenge room yesterday. So I presume that's you having second thoughts.
Well, if you're not playing a lot of black ball, Spud Boy, you got to play some on that table and kind of get used to it. If you're playing a lot of black ball, then maybe that's a good decision. I don't know. Oh, and he's a little short on that. Maybe he's not going to be shooting the 3. I thought he was pulling back for the 3. I guess he's going to go 5-7 and then hope he gets on the 3 good. I like that play. He's got a nice angle. That's a beautiful angle. So that's a great play because he can just roll this with a little English and get a nice angle on the 3. Well, he hit that hard. Why did he hit that so hard? Watch out. Oh, my God. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he kind of stunned it. He could have rolled that with English and got it to open up and get the good angle. Instead, he did a stun with English, and that's why he's where he's at. Although, you know, if he wouldn't have hit it as hard, he still would have had a shot. But you didn't really want to run the cue ball on that line.
Oh, this is going to hurt Bedhead. This is going to hurt big time.
Well, he's going to have to maybe run into the 8 ball if he makes this 3, or go up and down. I mean, this is... Well, he tried to masse it.
Yeah, well...
I thought he was going to jump it.
He hasn't got the MC Clarkey masse perfected execution that he played.
That was a little baffling to me because the way he played the 5, he got beautifully on the 7, and then he just played the shot the wrong way. So that's always... I don't know if you guys ever think about this, but one of the things I think about a lot is different Q-tip positions. Like you can get to the same spot, but with different combinations of Q-tip positions, higher or lower, more English or left. You know, there's no like one single position to move the cue ball to a spot. There's usually multiples. So then the question becomes, well, which tip position is going to be the most reliable for getting to that spot? So that's kind of a good thing to practice is set up a shot and, you know, on a shot like that, some with more draw, some with more English, some with more top, you know, play it different ways and see the lines and try to figure out which way to shoot it that's more reliable. Because the execution just comes down to reliability. What percentage can I get the cue ball to the spot I need to? And I think Bedhead is probably going to be practicing that shot after this match if he realizes how poorly he shot that, because that was definitely the wrong thing to do.
Well, this is a big rack now. Going to be a 2 rack gap here. And of course, what makes it worse for Bedhead is that Cobra's breaking next. And suddenly the match is turned on its head. From having a 3 rack lead, he's looking at possibly 3 racks behind in the next few minutes. So it's not been a classic so far.
No, but the guy that's played better is ahead right now.
Bedhead now, the shoes in the other foot. He's waiting on some assistance
We
from
gotta figure
Cobra.
Cobra's gonna make balls sooner or later.
8 ball
I
on the
heard
side.
something.
8 balls gone.
Yeah, well, that's good enough.
There's a dead set combo with those 2 stripes there on the left side. They're absolutely stone dead. Unmissable. Yeah, that cheats the pocket every day of the week. But the only other thing then is that the 10 balls is not exactly great.
No, but you almost got to play this as for Cobra, because re-breaking when you can't make a ball on the breaks, I think, a bad choice.
Yeah, well, he's seriously thinking about it. I mean, the 9 balls there, he's decided to re-break.
And this is kind of a calculated risk, because he's got to be
this could backfire now. And let's see what happens here.
Been like 20% making a ball on the break, so.
He's got a ball. 2 balls have gone in. 10 and the 4 have gone.
So it turns out to be a good decision for him.
This doesn't look. This is actually a far, far better table. This is 100 times better than the last table. So
it sure is.
He's going to be out here as long as he gets it right.
Yeah. The question is, what's he going to take? I like the stripes better.
Yeah. Well, I like the stripes as well, but it's not exactly an easy starter. This is thin.
He may be banking this.
I think he's cutting it. He's cutting
he did get it. Nice shot there. So he's off and running. Yeah, I mean, the rest of this looks pretty straightforward.
I must admit, I do like that chat on the screen a lot better. I mean, I can sit here and comfortably read that chat on my second monitor, not a problem. Starter is the hardest ball.
That's a good font. Yeah, and he should be out here, and it's pretty hard to screw this up.
Well, we're halfway home. This first to 15 final.
Wow, man.
And how long have we been on? What time is it? An hour and 8 minutes.
It looks like he's going to go 11, 12, 14, 13, 8. And that's a good shot, because he wanted to be pretty straight on this. I think he'll drop back just a little, maybe even bump the 7. Nope, he just stops it. And 9-6, and Bedhead is Bedhead may need a break, bathroom break. Strategic bathroom break. I don't know if you realize this, Hugh, but players in real life, they use the bathroom break strategically a lot of times.
Well, they do that in the snooker as well.
Yeah.
Mind you, having said that, the bathroom break in snooker is always during the end of the frame, but very rarely in the middle of a frame does somebody go to the bathroom. But sometimes they're out longer than necessary, let's put it that way.
Well, in pool, you just really needs to be your turn to go to the bathroom. Now, I don't know what all the different tours do their tournament rules on, but at least politely, you should only go to the bathroom during your turn, or potentially at the start of a rack. But I think it should only be on your turn, unless you're playing straight pull and the guy's taking 2 hours to run 150 out. Unless
you've had a curry the night before and you've got diarrhea, you have to go any bloody time. Doesn't matter whose turn it is. If you don't go, then there's a problem.
There's always the diarrhea rule. Yeah. How does Steve cope with nerves? Well, sometimes very poorly.
Yeah, sometimes with alcohol.
Not too much. I have done it with alcohol, but not too much like that. That's usually not good for my game. But I don't know. It's difficult. I mean, the best advice I ever got is as at least early on, understand it's natural and don't worry about it. It'll go away. But yeah, nerves is a tough thing. I'm a funny person because I can be nervous against somebody who has no chance against me, and then once I sort of settle into the right mode, I can be playing world champion and I won't be nervous at all. And that's a little unusual, so I'm probably not a good person to ask.
Well, this is a must rack for Bedhead. And well, he should be there without issue.
Yeah, well, this is a much needed win here.
Question now is this match going to take another turn? It's already turned from one direction to another, so let's see if Cobra's in the mood for helping Bedhead out. Oh, this is that 3-ball striking, it's gone in. Well, I don't like any of them. I don't like any setup here. Well, if you thin cut the nine, you can run into stuff. But
I would probably take the solids here. I mean, I think the solids are all doable because like the 1 is pretty easy to shoot off the table off the 5. I mean, you could probably even start with that.
Yeah, 6-ball goes.
5. 6 goes. The 2 goes. I mean, I think I'd take the solids here. But I don't think the stripes are horrible. I mean, if he decides to choose the stripes, I just like the solids better. I think they're easier to get to. He decides to try to move the 1 ball. See, I would have done a dink with right English and shot the 1 ball up table there. He may rue that decision.
Well, he's got one other chance to get there if he can get on that 7.
Well, he does, but...
Now, the question also is has he got a shot here? I don't think he has. I don't think he's got a shot.
He can bank the 2.
Well, that's all he has got. He's got nothing else.
Well, he can try to play safe. Trying to look and see if there's any good safeties. There's nothing that I can see that looks wonderful. Okay, so I think he just tried to tie those balls up on purpose there. And
I don't think that's not really done it
because the 11 ball goes and it's easy to move the 15. Yeah. So I think he's in trouble here because he's definitely left a shot on the 9, and maybe he was thinking he could get the cue ball on the spot where he couldn't shoot the 9 because there's definitely all the other balls are blocked up table.
What's he looking at here?
You know, Bedhead can play safe here too, but it's a little trickier. He's got the 13 on the side. He looks like he's going to play safe here.
Well, he's hit that too hard, has he?
He's playing for table position.
Right. He's all right.
See, he was just getting his 12 in front of the 4. That was not a lockup safe, but a table position play. And that's actually pretty typical to see in 8-ball, especially on a bar table. It's plays like that where you're just playing for better position.
I think Cobra's in a bit of a dilemma here as to what to be doing. He's played the billiard.
And that's a pretty interesting play.
And that's now tied up the 4 and the 10.
The 4 ball is frozen to the 10. And
interesting.
Now we're gonna have a strategy game here.
Yeah.
So the most important thing in this kind of game is if you're gonna decide to run out, you need to have a plan for the whole table of how you're gonna get there. If you don't have that plan, you don't want to make balls. You want to do what Bedhead did, is play table position or play a lockup safe where the guy's kicking and perhaps he gives you a ball in hand or perhaps he breaks up some balls for you. So if I was Cobra, I'd probably shoot the 6 in front of the pocket down there. I'd just roll it and put the 6 in front of the pocket. That's not a bad play. either, because he's kind of taken away kind of a key shot. Although honestly, the 15-1-11 is a super simple shot, or the 13-1-11. So he didn't do that much there. I think he would have been better off putting the 6 in front of the pocket, because he really hasn't kept Bedhead from making those balls. So Bedhead could thin the 9 here and try to get into those balls, but that's a risky shot. I mean, it's potential you can miss it. It's potential that you can hit it so thin you might scratch.
You maybe scratch off. You maybe hit that scratch off the back of the 6.
Well, you don't know where the balls are going, so he decides to just break some balls up, and well, that's not a horrible play, but it's not a great play either, because Cobra can get to that 1 ball and move it. It's possible. I mean, he could do it right now shooting a 4 ball. If I was Cobra, I'd probably try to run out from here. I'd shoot the 4 and try to run into the 1. And now he did not do that. I'm not sure why. I mean, because that was a very natural angle to run down at the 1.
6 ball goes. He can see the 6.
The problem with the 7 is it's just harder to get a good angle to run into it. He could do it here, hit the 2 with English, go to the end rail and into the 1 and 11.
Yeah, that's what I
But
was
that's
thinking.
a shot it's not an easy shot. You're putting a lot of English on it and having to hit it with speed, and that's all tough.
I think there's an advantage of doing it, knowing that the 7 ball's there, provided you don't run into it. Then you'll have it as a bailout.
Straight across. I don't like this as much. Yeah, that's.
Well, now he's not any further forward now.
Yeah. See, I think he should have gone for that straight off the 4 ball. Now he's in trouble. Now he's in real trouble. I think he's going to have to bank this 1 ball. I mean, that's going to be the play. The 1 ball will bank. The problem he's got is he's got to get on it, and he could shoot the 7 now and go up and down. I'd probably do that. I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing here. I think this could be a crazy shot.
Who's that again?
Crazy shot.
Good afternoon to Miasma. Is that Miasma? I think it is.
Yeah, see, I don't like that play. I would have rather shot the 7, gone straight up and down, and then banked the 1. I'm pretty sure the 1 would bank. Maybe he didn't think it would bank. So now the problem with that crazy shot is he had to get lucky.
Well, this is all or nothing, this.
Well, he was already in all or nothing mode when he shot the 6 ball.
It's going in. He's nailed it. How is he going to get? I was thinking, is he getting a bump in the 7?
He's going to be shooting another bank. Is what is going to be happening.
Oh, no, I don't think he's got an awful lot of room for the bank here, has he?
Well, he's going to shoot it back another corner, I think.
Or is he going
he can shoot it in either pocket.
He's going for the Bedhead cut. Yeah.
You think he's going to cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would bank this back where the cue ball is, just because it's easy to get the cue ball up table.
Well, it's not got the legs. He ain't getting there. He ain't getting there. Well,
if you're going to shoot the Bedhead bank, you got to put enough speed on it to get it to the pocket. Wow. I mean, even if you got to go up and down the table twice more.
Well, this is interesting now, because now we have a situation with Bedhead seemingly about to win this rack, get back within 1 and then break. So the match could take another turn here. And then, of course, when you get into those double figures, then it's a whole different ball game. That's when it's more than just pot and ball. It's holding your nerve together. Squeaky bum time, as they say.
Yeah, I think Cobra made some big mistakes on ball choices in this rack. I mean, it wasn't going to be easy no matter what, but I think he made it even harder with some of the choices he made.
Now, around the back, or is he? What's he doing here? Around
the back for sure every time.
You got to get there, though. You got to get there. I would much rather be well into the table for this carry on.
That's the same way he shot that ball that he got hooked on.
Get yourself
where he
out to
stunned
there.
it. He didn't need to stun that. All he needed was a lot of left English
just
and
get
let
the
ball
spin
roll.
working. Yeah, let the spin work.
Yeah, I mean that's the same shot he messed up before. I mean he just isn't confident that he can get the ball to spin out. I guess I don't know. That's kind of surprising to me that he shot it that way.
If he'd got himself here half an hour before this match started and get in the room and bang some balls about, I think he might have been in a better shape. Because he just turned up.
Well, you know, he was really busy. I mean, it was hard for him to even get this thing in.
Well, he's here. He's in with a chance of tying it up again. Let's see how the break works.
Watch out.
Is that the cue ball that's gone? Oh dear.
It was.
Oh dear, that's a complete disaster. That's exactly what you don't want. Oh, yeah, well.
That's what Earl Strickland called the biggest momentum killer in pool.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, you get yourself back in it and boom, there you go. Help yourself, Cobra. Now, what you're looking at, you've got that 3 ball married up with the 9.
I mean, it makes more sense to take stripes here just because of the 3 ball.
So, I think Cobra agrees with that choice. But again, he's running the cue ball. Is he trying to do stuff there? You know,
he's trying to move he didn't really need to move that.
No, he didn't. Why not?
He shoots the 13, then it opens up the 9, and the 14's not really that big a problem. I mean,
take them in the right
9, he bumps the 3. I mean, it's just like...
I don't know why he panicked into doing something like that early on.
I think Stubb has PM'd him, has given him advice. I mean, that was like a Stubb shot there.
That's Spud Boy. Stephen Thompson, the Spud Boy. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's a table. How about that for a match turner there? Bedhead's been handed a gift here by Cobra.
That was very unexpected.
And well, I forgot I thought it was still an open table. I've just realised it's not. Cobra's on the stripes.
He made a stripe, which I thought was the right choice, but I didn't think he should have run at the 9. And I was, missing the 13 was just a brain fart there.
Yeah, I mean
that's not a ball Cobra misses.
Why he felt he had to try and break something out when that 9 ball, once you take them in that order, get rid of the 13, open up the 9 ball, get this side of the table, you can bump the 3 out of the way. There was never a major emergency there early on. Anyway, Bedhead's got that problem. He's got the problem in the 3 ball.
Yeah, and I think the 1 ball is really a good ball to use. Unfortunately, he's going to have to shoot the 4 now, which would have been nice to keep. You could use the 2 ball also. That's going to be harder to get on. The 1 ball is pretty easy to get on. If he came back between like the 5 ball and the rail, he could spin it over into those balls. And then you got the 2 ball as a kind of a option ball on the breakout, which is important because...
Why don't you have a dig at this right now, knowing that you've got the 1 ball and you've been unlucky not to be on it? What's he doing?
He's trying to get to it so he can shoot it up table, and that's a pretty good shot.
Well, he's giving himself a chance at it if he fancies it.
Yeah, he's going to shoot this, I think. I mean, there's enough room.
Or is he going to play the 1 and try and come back over and get better on it?
I think that is what he's doing. And I like this play because he's not taking a chance and moving it. Run, ball, run.
Well,
he's
that's
a little better on it. I mean, it's not that tight, really. Because he can hit quite a ways up this long rail, and it's still going in.
Oh, yeah, that's a comfortable pot. I mean, you just got to completely ignore the 14 ball and shoot.
You just got to decide who you're going to play for the 2 and the side of the corners. Corner's probably more natural coming off the 9. But if you dink it, you can get in the side.
Oh, that's...
And he's going to play it in the corner.
Now, in fact,
this is a little funny. He's going to have to roll this.
You know
cut
something?
The 5.
Yeah, I mean, he's cleared the... The thing is, thinking ahead, he's actually cleared the strike from that pocket there, playing that shot. And that has opened up the possibility of the 8-ball going into this pocket. He might have done himself a huge favour there, even though he's finished a wee bit ugly.
Yeah. No, this is okay, because you can just roll this. I mean, in real life, it's not so okay, but in VP, it's okay.
Now, I think...
Now he's got a nice little angle, and this is a nice little angle where you can either come straight out for the 8 in the corner, or you can come down for 8 in the side.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd always shoot this in the side, but I'm confident I can pull this cue ball on the right line. And from what we've seen of him, I think he isn't as confident about that. Although it does look like he's playing for the side.
Well, even if you overhit this by quite a margin, you're still going to have a shot in the 8-ball. You've got to hit it. I don't know what the hell that was.
Well, see, he's struggling with this line, and the reason he's struggling is because he's using more stun and less spin, and he needs to use more spin and less stun.
Well, here's where we'll go back to that shot he played previously, where he bumped that stripe over the corner and knocked it in. It's now going to be the route to get out of here with that open pocket, and in it goes.
Managed to do it.
Back all square. Pressure's now in Cobra. The pressure just reverts each time now as we get closer to the finish line. Oh, this nothing's got in this one. Oh, 6-ball's gone.
You know, that table is pretty much a fuchsia table, fuchsia color table you got going. I'm going to take that freaking color out. It's so ugly. I don't think anybody has ever used it.
Well, I've used it.
I think I'm going to replace it with light gray. I'll add light gray. Actually, I think I did add light gray on. I added light gray on the Apple Vision Pro, and it looks fantastic.
There's chocolate. Look at that. That's supposed to be dark gray. It's bloody chocolate in my screen.
Well, it is dark gray, but it's not. It's not a good color. I'm going to add light. I've got light gray in the Apple Vision Pro, and it looks fantastic.
Well, that's exactly what you should do then. Yeah.
I'm going to put it in this. Yeah.
I'm still putting it to purple though.
I should have called it fuchsia because that's really what it is. That's an ugly color.
Well, there's no fuchsia in it. Back to the fuchsia.
Back to the fuchsia. All right, so he's calling the combo here. And we're all tied up, folks. And that did a lot of good there. That moved a lot of balls. I think he'll shoot to 11 now. And this is a shot that's not difficult, but players have trouble with it. Or maybe he can't shoot it. Oh, he's locked on the 2-ball.
He's nailed on it. Yeah, he's absolutely stuck on it.
And he can't shoot the 12 either. He's got to bank the 13, I think. Yeah. I think that's the only shot he's got. Oh, this is a...
He is right
he
on
plays
top.
Safe. I love it. That was a great shot. And folks, that was the best shot to play. That was a beautiful choice there. That's what you want to do in 8-ball in those kind of situations if you can.
Now, is he calling the... I was thinking that's the shot he's going to play. He's going to play to roll onto this.
This is the right shot. And the reason why is that, yeah, you're not going to leave anything.
No, he just has to hit this one way or another.
You might be better off not making this ball.
Exactly. That's what I was just thinking. I mean, you call it just for safety's sake, but you make sure that you hit it above all, and this looks good. Is it getting to a rail? Yes, it is. That's excellent.
And I don't think he's left anything.
Oh, wait a minute, though. Hang on a minute. Commentator's eye says he has. That pink 12-ball cuts.
Oh, it does.
Commentator's eye. There you go. Oh, dear.
But this is... Well, he can get on the 10. He's got to control the speed.
Yeah. And where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, my God. That was... that was fortunate there.
He diced to death there.
Wow.
But it could be a big chance here for Cobra.
Now, whoever said pool wasn't exciting? This is going to be quite an out here, I think, if he gets out. And I think he's got a pretty good chance from here. Now, this is the key shot. He's got to get a shot on, I would think, the 13. Has he got a shot up table? Oh, the 9 goes up table. I didn't think he had that. The only
That's
problem
cool.
is his angle is a little funny.
Yeah. He's
And
got
the
to
problem
let
with that
this run
angle
out.
is it's hard to get to the 13 because
Yeah.
11 doesn't go. I mean,
Look
you
at-
can shoot the combo now. He could play for the combo if he wants.
I think he can
he's
go.
I think he's going
He's
forward
going
off the end
forward.
rail.
Yeah. Well, you know, he isn't. He's trying to get into the gap, and he's got the gap.
Well, he tried to cheat the pocket, and the ball didn't go in.
Oh, he hasn't potted it. I'm too busy looking at the line he had finished in the next ball. I didn't even notice he'd missed the 9.
See,
Goodness
he tried to cheat the pocket. He would have been better off if he wanted to go to get on the 13 to hit it hard, go to the end rail with a little bit of right English, because that's, you know, cheating the pocket, especially in a long shot, can really, you know, when the ball's close to the pocket, it's easy to do. When the ball's a long ways from the pocket, that's tricky.
Well, obviously, Bedhead's solid. That 5 ball is not going anywhere there. Is it?
He may be playing safe here, but if he does, he's going to leave a combo. Oh, he's bringing it down table. This is a good shot. Is he going to leave a bank? He left him a bank. I don't like this shot. The problem with this shot is that's too easy. If he was going to shoot that, he needed to get him dead hooked. And I think he was playing for the 1 ball, maybe to hook it. I don't know, but this is way too good. I mean, Cobra's probably going to make this ball. It is a little tricky. So the way you need to shoot this is hard with a little English. Yeah, I think he shot it the right way, but he didn't make it. You shoot that hard with a little bit of left English. That was almost what they call a dead bank, where you're just kind of you're kind of not quite hitting it straight. You're hitting it a little on the top side of it with a little bit of English, just a teeny bit of left English, and you hit it hard.
Trying to take most of this 1 ball. Yeah, I think that's what he tried there, but he's actually glanced off it a bit. I think he's looking at the 5, so you take the 5. In fact, you play a 2-way shot here. You play the 5 and try and get right up the table again.
Yeah, well, the 4 is the key to getting on the 1.
Well, that's sort of going into no man's land that way.
Well, this is, yeah, he's going to go 3-7-4-1. I would have tried to get to the 1 earlier, but that's kind of what he's got now. I mean, he could go 3-4-1, but it's sitting more naturally to go 3-7-4-1. Yeah, the way he hit that, he may be going for the 4-1 now.
I don't think it really matters. I think you take the
doesn't,
7.
It doesn't a lot. I mean, there's not a huge amount of difference in those patterns.
In fact, I would take the 7 right now. If you can come back clean off that 7.
I'd take the 1 for sure.
Take the 1 definitely. Looking at that, it's too awkward in the pocket.
Yeah, the 1 was the only ball that he had to get to. The rest of them were all out in the open.
So, all of a sudden, Bedhead finds himself in the lead. And running
breaking.
Out of racks and breaking. So, huge rack now.
Well, this has definitely been a match of Mo. The Mo's been one way, then the other, and now it's back to Bedhead. Yeah, this is a huge break.
First player to double figures. And he's got balls flying in.
Boy, that one, the cue ball almost went in the pocket.
Cue ball thought about it as well. Oh, this is a very good table.
And he's got the 14 and the 7 are the only issues there. I think I would take the solids if I could, because 6, 10, 7 is easy.
Yeah, I think you're right, because that 14 ball's just sitting in an ugly spot again.
Well, let's see. Does it cut on the side?
No,
It does
if
cut
you're,
on the side, but it's very tight.
yeah, you don't want to be messing with that if you don't have to. If you can get a good start and a solid here, it should be out.
He's going to roll the 3 and then probably shoot the 4 or maybe the 1 or.
I think he'll end up in the 2, playing this
The other
3
thing
into the side.
is you can always shoot the 6 off the 14 to
Yeah,
move the,
and clear it. Yeah.
14. But honestly, I would rather just get on the 6 straight and then shoot the 6 and then cut the 7 because
Anything can happen. You start bumping balls and you don't really need to.
exactly. Well, if it's a control bump, it's one thing, but
Mhm.
that wouldn't be such a control bump because you don't know where the 14 and the 7. You can't hit it easy because you leave the 14 on top of the 7, so you got to put some speed, and then who knows.
Yeah, if you can get to it and you can play and you've got an easy ball to get to it, then don't be bumping anything.
Yeah.
And this is ideal.
Yeah. Here we go. He's just going to stop this and then cut the 7. So he's got to decide where he's going to shoot this 1.
And more importantly, what's he putting in the cue ball here? Because obviously he'd rather come out of this clean than get back into the table when he's cut the 7.
He's put a little bit of English on it.
Oh dear. Oh dear, that's a huge mistake.
He put a lot of English on that. Now, I thought he put a little English on and come out and shoot the 1 up table in the corner.
Yeah, that is sore.
And the 1 went on the side past the 14 too. He could have slid it out. I mean, he put a lot of English on that, and I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do because.
See, the only concern I had was cutting that and bumping the 1 somehow or other, and making sure you avoid that. But he made sure he avoided it a huge amount with the amount of side English he had on it.
Yeah, he put way too much English on it.
And playing it at that pace, that's tweaked to cue ball, and he's overcut the 7, which you would find is pretty difficult to do at that angle.
I'm beginning to see something with Bedhead where he could really improve because several times this match he's used Q-tip positions that were just not the best position to use. And I think if he stopped doing that and figured out, better Q-tip positions.
Well, you see, sometimes
on some of these shots, he would be very difficult to beat because
I think
a lot of his mistakes have come from just a bad Q-tip position.
Well, you see, I think that's very. But you see, you can blame that on just a very bad habit. Then, you're used to doing what you're doing, and I think that might become very difficult for players to change that habit.
It's a common thing. So the thing I see in real life with players that become like maybe B-level players, and the thing that's keeping them from going up to A. And when I say B-level players, a B-level player in real life would be more like a pretty good A player in VP. They're not strictly compatible. But what I see with a lot of players is they have a tendency to use low Q-tip positions too much.
Yeah.
It becomes like a comfort thing for them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's habit forming, and it's very difficult to break that. And by the way, Cobra's just made a mistake and let Bedhead back in.
Yeah, and that was pretty much a sin there. I mean, there's no way Cobra should have
calling the
not
7
gotten out from there.
This has got to miss a double kiss.
I'm not sure why he's.
For that matter, why is he not?
I'm not sure why he's not shooting the 1 into the 7.
Has he not noticed the 1? I don't know whether he has or he hasn't. But anyway, he's got it.
Well, he made the ball.
But he's in just as much trouble.
I guess he just wanted to show he's a 1-pocket player.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That's a shot a 1-pocket player is pretty comfortable with.
Did he make a mistake thinking that 1 ball was a 9 ball? I don't know.
So I got a story for you. So this is when I was already a pretty damn good player, and I'm playing Oscar Dominguez in the tournament, and I need 1 game, and he needs 2 games, and I've got him 3-fouled. And my palms start sweating. My palms never sweat. I don't have sticky hands. And I go and shoot a shot with a low Q-tip position I shouldn't have. And I was already out of the habit of doing that because I went through that. But I got nervous and I did it and I ended up losing the match because of it.
Mm-hmm.
I lost hill because I put my Q-tip too low. Let me tell you, that's a hard lesson.
Well, Bedhead's got out. That's strange there. I think Bedhead maybe confused that one ball with maybe the 9 ball. But anyway, his cue ball's gone
I don't
again.
know what he was doing.
Is the cue
No,
ball
the cue
gone?
ball's up.
Oh, right.
Everything else went.
It must have been the 9 ball that went because I thought it was the cue ball. Look at that. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls in the break.
Yeah, what a break, huh?
Well, that's the sort of break you want when you're trailing by 2.
Well, we had Bedhead screw up, and then we had Cobra screw up in the same rack.
Well, the one thing Cobra can't afford now is any further mistakes. I mean, this table he's out here. I'm giving it to him. There's no way that he's going to make a mess of this.
Yeah,
Famous
well, at
last
least
words.
in the last rack, he had one ball he had to get to, which he didn't get on well and decided to shoot it anyways, and still should have made it and missed it. I like shooting a 4 ball here. That 2 and the 3, they're in a spot where that's not all that bad because they're close enough to the side pocket. You got a lot of room to cheat them. They're not that far extended.
Yeah, it's fine. You just a little dig into this just to come away off it, and that's fine. Well, I think he wants to just brush off that 11. Or is he trying to dig back to stop it? Yeah, he's stopping it.
Yeah, Cobra puts his Q-tip low too much, but the thing about Cobra is he's really good at it. I mean, he's got, oh, look at this.
Hang on, is he getting a bump? Oh.
He got away with it. Boy, that was almost a disaster. He's got the best draw control in VP, so he gets away with it more than others. But if you watch Cobra play and you think, well, this is the way I should play, I would say he draws the ball more than it would be optimal for most players. I mean, he does it so well that he gets away with it. And he doesn't do it excessively. I'm not saying that, it's a comfort thing for him. He plays a lot of stun shots, and he plays well that way.
Oh, it's dry. Cobra trailing by 1.
And here we go with Bedhead being dry.
What do you do here? Do you play solids with the 3 ball locked up against what looks to be the 10?
He's got the 1 ball there. I mean, I don't think either one's a bad choice.
7-4-2 up the table.
Yeah.
1
I
ball.
like the stripes are maybe sitting a little better, but I don't think there's a bad choice there.
Why don't you just drop the 4 into the side, Steve? Let the cue ball just roll out a tad and play that 1 and stun into the 3.
I'm not sure what he was playing for there. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there other than making an easy ball.
Well,
the key for him is he's got to get on this 1 ball good to break the 3 out, because the 3 is not going anywhere without moving it, I don't think. I mean, it would be very difficult. So he's got a good angle. It's pretty easy to control this to slide into the 10 and then get a shot on the 3. And if you don't, you still got the 4 or the 5. Well, and he's not even looking at the 1 right now. I'd be shooting the 1 right now every time.
I still think you'd have liked to have a more comfortable line on this 1 ball. This is a big blind pocket cut.
Yeah,
and
I don't know. This is a pretty common shot and pull. Just hit it with draw, and I'm not saying it can't be missed, but like, if you play straight pull, that shot's almost automatic.
Well, he's got the 7 as a bailout because he's got nothing else, I don't think, down this end of the table.
He didn't get through the 10, but that's why you want to get to those balls early, because you have a lot more bailout balls on the table. And he hasn't done Bedhead any favor by putting the 14 and the 10 together. Those balls aren't going unless you bank them or move them.
Now, This is a wee bit touchy. Let's have a look at this angle.
Yeah, this is okay. You can roll this and shoot the 3.
He's going to catch the knuckle, so I think he's got away with it.
I think if he rolls this, you may not catch the knuckle. I think he'll. I think
he's just going south of it as we look.
He could hit this harder too if he wants. I think he may be. Yeah, he put a little English on it, but he's rolled up on the 3. Wow, that was.
Oh, a wee bit heavier than he would like, but he's still okay.
Yeah, this shot's actually a little tricky.
Is he? Has he got the wrong angle? He has got the wrong angle.
It's easier in VP than real life, and I think he can get there in VP. You can get there in real life too, but it's touchy. Yeah, he got there. He's okay.
See, from this end of the table, looking at that shot, he looked perfectly okay on that ball. Wasn't he around the other side? You see, it wasn't exactly pretty. Well, who's going to win it now?
It's a race to 4.
Cobra's tied the match. Cobra's break to follow. Let me just check.
Cobra does have a good. He does have a good player picture now. I mean, that's.
Oh, here's the biggest surprise. I posted a link on Facebook for the final. Albinario clicked. It says on my phone, it says Albinario liked your picture. Well, he's not bloody here to support Bedhead, or if he is, he's keeping quiet. He couldn't be bothered to
work or something.
Well, maybe that's the excuse. What am I looking for? I'm trying to find out the latest football score. Hang on. I'm talking about proper football, Steve, not that girly American thing that you think I'm talking about.
Yeah, only the most widely watched sport in the world.
Yeah.
I guess
proper football.
I guess you could argue that it's not. I would say
anything where you have to wear crash helmets and bloody big plastic shoulder pads, there's something gay about it. I'm telling you.
I should say the sport that has the most money in it.
Oh, dear. Whatever turns them on, big plastic shoulder pads and a cup.
Yeah, well, you probably should think race car drivers should go back to not wearing seatbelts or helmets too.
Yeah, back to the good old days. Oh, that's the kiss of death there. Liverpool now the favourite with the bookies. The definite kiss of death.
Well, I don't see any huge issues here for Cobra.
Well,
he's a little funny on this one ball, but he's okay. He needs to hit this and force it. Oh, he's going to shoot the 7. Okay, that's fine too.
3 balls get plenty of room past the 8 as long as you're nice on it.
He will go 7 then 4. That's what he's thinking. He overhit that a little bit. Well, let's see if he changes his plan. He's still looking at 4 on the side. It's not where he wants to be, though. He could shoot 4 in the corner. He may go 4-3-1 here. He's still looking at the side.
Yeah, see, this
he
running
can't
away.
Get this. Well, he can't get this by the 1 and back up for the 1. It will slide by the 1, I believe.
Well, he's going to leave it in the side. In fact, well, is he going to leave it in the side? Because this is.
Well, he just didn't hit it. He was playing for it in the corner, but he just didn't hit it.
Now he's got to get to this shot rail a lot sooner than he thinks here. I think if he's playing this 3, and I think he's down. He's destined to collide with something.
Yeah, he can go forward or come back. He's going to go forward.
Well,
this is a shot you want to play with more English and less top. Oh, well, he missed it.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, to me, I think he must have been like me in the sense that he was concerned he was going to be running into stuff and trying to get out of there. And whatever he was doing with the cue ball didn't work. And, well, that's a huge miss. On Cobra's break, remember. And Bedhead has got a free go here. I can't see a problem. I mean, I think I'd be dealing with these 2 balls right now. He's going up table. Well, I think I would have been taking the 10 and even maybe, I don't know whether you bump the 8 and just try and get rid of them 2. Anyway. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get it done. Well, Cobra's made his fair share of mistakes today. So he has. Steve's left the building, has he? Is Steve still there?
No, I'm here. I was just writing myself a note to update VP Online because I got to get the fixes in for the black ball. Plus, I made it so you have to call the ball when the table's open on 8-ball, but I didn't want to update it yet.
See, I haven't had my afternoon nap, and that's me. I'm going downhill rapidly here. Thank God we're coming to the end of this, because I don't think I can last the pace. I've missed my afternoon nap coming into this.
He's got himself not where he wanted on this 12. I mean, it's still okay, but I'm sure he would have rather shot the 14 next. And that's a good shot. So he'll either slide this across or go to the end rail and shoot the 14 past the side pocket down in the corner.
You certainly
He's going to go forward, which is a shot I like. You
just want to get really comfortable on this 14. This needs to keep going in like that, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect in my mind, because you can just roll this and come off the rail.
Well, I think Cobra's probably getting the feeling he's done himself some serious damage there with that mistake.
Well, the biggest problem with that mistake is now it's Bedhead's break, and if he breaks and runs out, then it's, 13-11, and Cobra's got 2-1 situation where he needs 4 and Bedhead needs 2. Every break at this point is just huge. Ball down.
Yeah.
Balls down.
And 4 solids.
It's looking like stripes are the ticket.
4 solids, 4 stripes up this end of the table, and the 6 balls. Well, that's not a problem for a combo, playing the 10 ball onto the 6, but you've got to hit that hard to get the 6 ball out of there.
He doesn't have a shot on the 10 ball. He's either got to take. He really can't. He can take a piece of the 12, but I wouldn't do that.
Can you not take the 6?
Come off the titty into the 6.
You can get rid of the 6 and
yeah, he can see the 6. Yeah, you're right.
That gets rid of that, but I'd be hitting this hard.
It's a little tricky. You would think he'd move this into the 15 ball, but this is a little indeterminate here. He could try to go forward, but the 6 is going to be in the way. This is something bad could happen here.
Well, he's got the 6 out the way. He's got a bonus ball in, and he's got no shot.
Well, that was the what bad could happen. He's got a shot on the 11. He also put the 6 in front of the 8. Does the 8 go by the 6? No, it does not.
No. Yeah.
So, now that's the problem with that shot. I mean, I think it was a shot he had to shoot, but bad things can happen when you do that. And he had to do it, but.
Well, I think the good thing about this shot here is if he gets this, is he going to catch the 8 or is he going to catch the 2?
If he hits the 8 easy, if he hits it easy enough, he catches the 8, but he
he's
didn't
caught
hit
the
it
2.
easy.
So he's still okay as far as now he can clear the 14.
This is tricky here. I guess he's going to shoot the 14 because this isn't a good looking shot on the 15 or 13.
Well, he's got those 2 balls where one of them obviously is going to be the one that he's going to try and come down the short side of this 8 ball. That's the only way he can pot the 8 ball, unless he banks it.
And this is the key moment. So the question is, are you going to try to zigzag or are you going to try to go straight at it? And he can zigzag with the 15 and he can go straight at it. Well, he could zigzag with either one. He can only go around the corner with the 13, and that's still pretty tight.
Right, that angle will work.
So this should be a zigzag. What you want to do is hit the side rail about a diamond past the side pocket, and you don't have to worry about scratching because now he's trying to drag this down. Yeah. I would zigzag this every time, but again, you got to know the lines on the rails.
Watch the 2 ball if he's stunning it. He's missed a knuckle.
Yeah.
And he's hit the 2 ball. commentator's
problem
eye.
with the problem with shooting it that way is they're just, you got to hit it perfect. The zigzag's a pretty easy shot. All you got to do is get online and hit it with speed.
Well,
you can't scratch because the 6-ball's there.
The signature Bedhead cut. What a shot that was!
Yeah, well, I mean, he had to do one of those at some point, didn't he? Or he wouldn't be Bedhead.
He's got one. So 2 rack lead, 2 away from the title. And Cobra breaking to survive. And he's got a ball on the side. Got another ball, bottom left,
balls.
6 balls gone. Cue ball's up there in its own. What have we got?
He's got the 11 or the 4 easy shots.
Well, I think he's got a good enough table to be making hay while the sun shines here.
Yeah, he can take either of them, and I'd probably take the stripes here. I like them a little better. There's not really a problem, so you'd expect he'll run out here. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a little bit of discomfort with the game, or he's having to think more as far as patterns or what. But Cobra's made an uncharacteristic number of mistakes in this match.
Has. I think he's made more mistakes this match than he's probably made in 2 or 3 matches in the tournament.
Yeah, well, he may be feeling a little pressure. It's hard to say. It may be too early in the day for him. Who knows?
Well,
I always hated 9 o'clock matches, pool matches. Those are always the worst.
Well, again, the pressure's still on. Even though Bedhead's in the lead, he's going to be break next rack. The chances are Bedhead's going to be just leading by 1 on his break. So
yeah, well, that's why it was so huge to get that lead.
This is
an alternate break, you're going to get to break twice. I mean, you're going to get to break for the game, because you're going to break at twice more. So you got a chance to break for the match is the bottom line. You got to figure Bedhead's going to run out at least one of his breaks.
So here we go, 13-12 to Bedhead.
Yeah, so this is key, because if Bedhead,
something flew into the corner there at 100 miles an hour.
Oh boy, look at this table. Well, you definitely want to take stripes here, because the 3-ball is Noah Gooda.
Now, I'm looking at how you play this. See, that ideally you want something like that to be playing that stripe. Now that's almost there. That's actually perfect.
Now you got to be careful here, because you don't want to make the 8-ball.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful about how you hit this.
I mean, ideally he just wants to bank this 3 into the table and stay in the 10-ball, doesn't he?
The problem is, the harder you hit this, the more the 3 goes into the 8. And he recognized that and tried not to do it, but that. Yeah, he really ended up with an angle that was kind of unfortunate.
The thing is, though, even though it's not great, he's actually opened up the 8-ball. You can get to it to cut it.
Can you cut that? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, you can get to it.
He could play safe here.
Well, the other point also is that he hasn't taken the 10-ball. He's left the 10-ball there to actually bump that.
In a very good spot. Yeah.
And I think that's good thinking.
And I think he's going to shoot the 10-ball last, which normally I say is a bad idea. But given where the 8-ball is, I don't think that's a terrible idea. Obviously, you got to get on this 10-ball the right way, but there's a pretty big area.
Now, if he doesn't get on the 10-ball ideal, he can still leave the cue ball to play the cut in the 8.
This is not where you really wanted to be, because you want to be low on the 10-ball, not on the high side of it. But if you get straight enough, the high side's still okay. You can English it in. It's just, if you're left of the 7-ball, it's going to be hard to English it over. You have to be on the other side of the 7-ball. And he's just completely wrong on this. So you can go 3 rails and out, you know, you just miss the 2-3 and come to the long rail. That shot is there, but you're going to have to hit it really hard at this angle. This is tricky. You could try to run into the 3-8 now and potentially lose the game. He's got an angle he can run at it. He can try to short side the 10 here. I think he's putting too much English on it to short side the 10. Let's see where he's trying to go. Yeah, he's going to run to the 3.
Oh, this is a kiss. Yeah.
Well,
he's a bit too straight though.
I think he's going to have to bank the 8.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to roll forward and bank it.
No.
Why is he going low on the cue ball? Why is he doing this?
Oh, he's trying to stun into the 3. That's a great shot.
If he got there. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wow. What a shot that was.
Excellent shot.
Well, I take it back. With the cue ball, with 8 frozen on the rail, I don't think the bank was an option.
Yeah, it was very close to the rail, that 8 ball, but that was a great out there for Bedhead. So
well, now Cobra's in trouble because Bedhead's going to get 2 breaks for the win, right?
And he's going to get revenge for the hot seat match. And
well,
he's
we don't
going
know
to get
that yet. I mean, I'm not giving it to him yet, but he gets 2 breaks for the win, which is, you know, you figure if you got 2 breaks for the win, you got a pretty good chance of winning.
Well, let's put it another way. It's Bedhead's to lose now. That's how it is on paper. It's his to lose, but I'll tell you something. This is a pretty good break. Look at this table. I mean, Cobra's destined to win this.
Yeah, you would think that Cobra's going to run out here. Although he's already gotten himself funny on the first shot. I mean, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't what he wanted. I mean,
yeah, he's got the cutback, and there's nothing. Well, he could have. I mean, that 13 will go, but you don't want to really play that.
Yeah, well, this is not what none of these are favorite shots. This isn't a shot he should miss.
Yeah, he's got to watch that side pocket as well, I think, has he? Yeah, that's why he's jacking up.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to have to bail out.
Well, he's got the 9 or the 13. Maybe the 10.
10 as well.
10?
Yeah. 10 might be better if he can get out of there and get on that 9.
Yeah, he's looking at the 10.
Is he going to try and come up the table, miss the 8? Yep, that'll do. He'll settle for that because that gives him a choice. He can get rid of the 9 now or stick with the game plan.
Shooting a 10 because he was just able to roll that. That's the best way to play this game is roll a lot of balls like that. Natural position.
So anybody that's watching that's thinking about the black ball tournament, you've only got until Wednesday, whatever time it is on Wednesday, my time, to sign up. There's still plenty of seats available. So if you're umming and ahhing thinking about it, get yourself in. Larry's just hanging off because he knows that there's plenty of seats available. But Larry will be in it. Well, Cobra can only just go through the motions and do what he can do and then hope now he gets that favour. But Bedhead is going to be breaking for the title.
Yeah, he's going to have minimum 2 tries at this. If you're Bedhead, you'd like to get it done right now.
Well, he's got a good start.
Boy, the good thing that cue ball got kicked because it was headed towards the side pocket.
Well, I think this is a decent enough table to be getting on with. I think he may well be going. He may well be going stripes. Can you see the 14? I don't know whether. I mean, the 10 ball you can get in the gap. As long as you get rid of the 11, you can get rid of the 10.
I think I would shoot the 11 right now if he's comfortable with it. Well, maybe not, because there is a gap there. But I like bumping the 2 just to get it away from the 8 ball.
Well, that's another option you've got. Yeah. Well,
you may shoot the 13 and bump the 2. He looks like he's shooting the 13. I mean, that'll work too.
Oh, he's
Oh,
went
he
through the
didn't bump
gap.
the 2.
Well, that no harm done, I don't think. I think the only worry now is the 3 ball.
Well, the problem is he's made the 10 tougher.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't get the 2 away from the 8. Not that the 8 doesn't go, but I would have much rather bumped the 2 there than ran into the 10.
Now he's having a look and double checking whether the 10 goes. I mean, it will go, but again, you've got to be good on it. You know where that 9 ball's sitting, where you want the cue ball to play that 10 ball.
Well, the bottom line is, with that shot, instead of making the table easier for him, he just made it harder for himself. Which is not what you want to do. So,
Well,
I think he'll shoot 15, 11, 10. I really think he'll play for the 11 here. Nope, and I am wrong. He plays for the 9.
I think
I think he wanted to roll a little further so he could go to the 10, and he can't do it. I think he's going to shoot the 9 and then shoot the 11 and slide over for the 10.
What's to stop? No, I think he's got to just, where I said, just stop the cue ball right there where the 9 was and pot the 10. He's got half a pocket. That's fine. Now he's got to be careful with the 11 though.
Well, I don't like this. I would have shot the 9 and then the 11 and slid over for the 10 because this is tricky.
And that's perfect.
But he hit it good, so it's no longer tricky.
Perfect. So he's got the 1 ball down the table here. This what one it's over the pocket? Is that the 14? Right.
So what I like doing here is I like rolling forward and leaving a cut back to the left.
Aye, so you can just come down.
Yeah. Now the question is whether you go in between the 1 and 5 or you go behind the 5. Personally, I would go behind the 5. He may choose to go the other way. Oh, he's coming down the left side.
No, he's just going to come down the back of the 1.
Yeah. This isn't a terrible choice either.
That's fine. Whoa. And he's right on it.
Well, so this is looking like Bedhead's got 2 world championships.
Well, Bedhead's second. Belt. He's second 8-ball world title. And very well done to Bedhead. But Cobra will be telling you he didn't deserve it because he knows he's made a lot of mistakes. So he certainly made more than enough. And Bedhead made his, but Bedhead's came through good in the end.
You got to give Bedhead credit because Cobra was outplaying him the first part of the match, so it got about 8-8, and Bedhead was only tied with him because Cobra had broken the rack so bad, and then all of a sudden Bedhead picked up his game because Cobra broke better the second half of the match, but Bedhead also played better.
Yeah, so that just needs a quick update on the champions list. And we will see that Bedhead now has 2. There you go. The 2021 and 2024 8-ball world champion. And Cobra is still a long way behind Albinario.
Well, it's another Swede winning.
Yeah, you can't get rid of them. if Albinario's not here to win it, Bedhead's here for the stumbling block. Cobra put it in a nutshell. I was shite. He wasn't that bad, but yes, he did make mistakes. He did make more mistakes than he would have liked to. But you know that's what happens. You have a good day or a bad day. But Bedhead was still good enough to capitalise in most of them. But yes, I mean, it could have possibly went all the way, but it didn't quite. But Bedhead won't care about that. He's got the job done. So well done to him. And well done to Cobra for getting that far. And I suppose it makes it all the sweeter for Bedhead, having been done over by Cobra in that hot seat match by 5 racks. It was 11-6. He won that.
Was definitely a revenge match there.
Now, one little look at the that's not the thing I'm looking at. Hang on a minute.
I'll be right back. My back teeth are floating.
I'm going to look at the black ball. Right, so Black Ball tournament, that starts on Wednesday. The deadline time, my time, is 11 p.m. on Wednesday night. That's November the 13th. We still have 17 open seats. I am still pretty certain that Larry will put himself in there, but there's still loads of room. And I'm surprised that Zangetsu isn't floating about. If anybody sees him, and he probably, I don't know whether he reads the lobby menus when they come in. Obviously, that notice is there for the tournament being up and running, but he hasn't been online for a while, as far as I remember. So there's loads of room for anybody who's thinking about getting in. You've got the usual suspects in there, still minus a few of them. Very surprised that Spectre Dawn's not putting himself in this. I think he's making a big mistake if he doesn't get himself in this. He should be in it. Because, for a player of his level, he's still giving himself another chance to win one of these things, whether it be a 9-ball or a 10-ball or black ball. The more you're in them, the more likely you've got a chance of winning them and coming through them. And it'd be interesting to see if LS3 actually shows up, because even though she's signed up to that, I've not seen her in the lobby at all. So that's still to happen. And
well,
I don't know whether Popman will play. Yeah, I don't know whether Popman's planning.
Spud Boy needs to sign up too. Come on, Spud Boy.
What was I going to do? That's not the one I want. I don't want that either. I want out of that. I want out of that one as well. That's the one I want. Is it worthwhile looking at these event stats?
I don't know. The break stats, I think, are screwed up is the problem.
Well, break stats. Now, obviously, there's players who've played more matches because they've played one-loss side matches, but
well, the other problem we got is that these guys have played twice.
Yeah.
So you can't look at the stats for just this match.
What we got? Racks Run, if you look at that for the tournament, Spectre Dawn, that tells you something. 37 racks ran, and he's out the tournament a couple of matches ago. You've got Matt, who of course didn't play the semi-final match. He's at 32. Cobra.
Yeah, it's a shame for Matt. Matt had a real good chance of winning this thing. He was playing great. Matt's definitely a contender in every single World Championship going forward, the way he's been playing.
Cobra's second place with 34 racks ran. Matt was 32. Bedhead on 31 and Albinario 26, and everybody else sort of chasing him. Stubb there. That's Stubb's worst performance in a tournament, by the way. Any major tournament Stubb's been in, that's the worst one he's ever played, because he was long gone before this tournament even started. That's how bad he was. Right, so break stats, 56 breaks. Run-outs from the break, 26 for Spectre Dawn. Cobra, 22. Matt, 20. That's not in the right order either. Right, that's better. You've got, the interesting thing about that is you get Bedhead and Cobra, like third and fourth on the list there, for run-outs from the break, 24 and 22 respectively. And,
it just shows you that Spectre Dawn's great at running out, but he hasn't figured out how to play 8-ball yet.
And the honour of the most scratches in the break goes to, it's actually shared. It's shared with Spectre Dawn and Matt. You've got Cobra in third place with 4, and Brainful Out. Brainful Out managed to get 3, probably all in the one match. But anyway, that's the stats for it. And I think that is about it, because I want to catch up with the remainder of the football that's on. Unless you've got anything else to say, Steve.
No, I don't. Just anybody not in, you don't only have about another day to sign up for the black ball.
Yeah, well, Wednesday, another 2-3 days. What's this? Sunday, isn't it? Monday, Tuesday. So a couple of days at least to make your mind up and get in.
Yeah, so there'll be a update tonight for the VP Online.
Right, we'll look for that. I'll probably get that when I get up tomorrow, because you'll do it late at night when I'm long gone to my bed. Okay, guys, thanks to Steve again for his company. Well done to Bedhead for
Yep, congrats.
defending the Swedes. Double champion this time, Bedhead, so he's in a group all on his own, I think. You've got Keith, who's got like 4 titles or whatever. You've got Barker. No, tell a lie, Barker's has got 2, and Barker's hasn't been around. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Right, thanks for watching. We'll bid you good afternoon or good morning or good evening, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, folks.
Bye.
See you later.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.